Hi everyone, welcome to Nursing 700. We're looking at ethical, legal, and social justice in leadership. So let's go ahead and get started. This is the orientation to the course. So this is just, of course, the announcement section, and it's just getting us started with the course itself. And just kind of remember that we're shifting things up just a little bit. We're actually doing 4 modules within this course, and as you know, we typically do 8 modules in an 8-week course. So we're really focusing on components of the concepts of the course within each module. So we're starting out with, of course, ethical issues. Our second module will cover legal issues. Our third module will cover social justice. And our fourth and final module will be actually synthesizing all that information together and kind of putting everything together. So we're going to be using each module as a building block through this course. So let's go ahead and get started with the orientation. We're going to start out on the left-hand side of Blackboard, and we already looked at the announcements. And here's the information about me. So if you need to contact me, this is where you'll find the information. And please know that you can contact me by cell phone if you feel like it's something urgent in nature. And if you do text me, please let me know who you are, because I don't enter student cell phone numbers in my phone. So please do that for me. In addition, I will be providing some online office hours, so know that they are available, but I have found that most students like to contact me when it's a good time for them, so I can also alter those times if you want to do some Skyping, or please feel free to email me at any time, and I really try to respond very quickly to student emails because I know that you have very consolidated time as far as working on coursework, so I try to be responsive to you. In general, I try to respond to all comments or questions within 24 hours. Most often it's much quicker than that, but I don't want to promise something that I can't uphold. So I just wanted to let you know that. And sometimes there are conferences that I go to, and I will let you know when I'm away. So then you can actually just send me an email and I will get back with you just as soon as possible. So let's go ahead and go into the Start Here section. And this is where the orientation video will be once it's completed. And of course you'll find the course calendar here. And we will just go through that very briefly. I'm just going to put this on hold for a moment. Okay, as far as the course calendar, like I mentioned, we're actually looking at 4 modules. Within the modules, you will have in Module 1, we're going to do an introduction, and please note that the introduction needs to be completed by August the 30th. And then our Forum 1 actually runs from September the 1st through the 6th, but you will have access to that forum earlier than that, so you can start formulating the answers to the questions. I want to remind you to, if you haven't started, you really need to get started with The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. Make sure that you get that book read because we'll actually have a discussion question in our second leadership module over that book, and we'll also be addressing it in our module 3 as well. And I know that you'll find this book to be a very valuable read and enjoyable read too. So as far as Module 2, I want to just highlight the fact that our forums are going to actually include some of your assignments. So within Forum 2, we'll talk about the Henrietta Lacks book. In our Forum 3, we'll actually be posting your legal aspects presentation in that forum, and that will be a source for you to interact with your fellow students and learn from their presentations as well. So this is a really cool opportunity to add quite a bit of diversity to our discussion boards. So in Leadership Module 3, we will be doing a similar format. We'll have our Forum 4 will cover the Henrietta Lacks book, And then our Forum 5 will be the social justice interview that you will be doing. So just kind of keep that in mind, that some of your assignments will be the subject of the discussion boards within this course. And then within Module 4, our final forum actually is delayed a little bit. So I'm allowing you time to complete your synthesis paper in the first part of our Module 4, and then the forum itself will follow as well. So there'll be dates in the course to keep you on track, but just as a general statement, make sure that you do your discussion boards. I'm opening up the discussion boards early again so that you'll have time to formulate your responses. And I know that your work schedules vary quite a bit. You'll have time to do your responses, but please don't post them until when the forum opens on Thursdays. And just kind of keep in mind that your initial post for the regular forums will need to be completed by Sundays, and all your responses to the other students need to be completed by Wednesdays. Now, when we're doing your assignments, that's a little different. You'll actually be posting on the due date of the assignment within the forum as well. So just kind of keep that in mind too. So if you have any questions or concerns, let me know. But that's just a real quick overview of the calendar. And I know that we talked in our immersion as well about this course, so I don't want to go over things that we've already addressed. So I'm going to close this out and we'll continue with the orientation. We're back in the Start Here section, and of course all the textbooks are shown and listed here, and your syllabus is here, and just know that all of your rubrics are here as well, so you can refer back to the rubrics in the Start Here section. And just so you know, the rubrics are also included in each one of the assignment links within the modules as well, so they're there for your convenience. There's great information as far as APA tips and guidelines, and just overall the example paper is really helpful. It helps with formatting quite a bit, and there's general writing tips that's included here. So please refer back to these really handy tools. And I know that sometimes the APA book is not the most intuitive to use, but always keep your APA book handy when you're doing your writing assignments as well. There's some general information as far as online coursework. So if you would like to access that, that's here as well. And of course, as far as grading, I try to make sure that you have very quick feedback. So I try to grade all of your assignments within 1 week of the due date. And just know that usually it's quicker than that, but again, I don't want to promise anything that I can't follow through with. So let's go ahead and just take a quick look at the help desk and IT support. There's actually even more information here. This is like the support that you need to be successful. So there's information on Blackboard help. There's information on the different resources that are available to you. There's a link to the home and library, all the support services that will be of assistance to you. And please know that the Writing Center is very helpful to use, and they're there for your use. So please don't hesitate to use them to kind of take a look at if you're having challenges with APA formatting or some of your writing. So just remember that all of this information is here for you. So as far as the modules themselves, they're listed in this area, and on the outside you'll see the outcomes that we're looking for, and very specific outcomes for you as the leader as we're going through each one of the modules. Now each module is set up very similarly, so I usually start out with a video, and for this particular course we're going to think about our thinking quite a bit. So I've included TED Talks and other videos that you'll find to be very helpful. I also have your readings listed here, and both within the Code of Ethics and our textbook, as well as additional readings that will help you as you're composing your discussion board questions. And then in addition, there's more information for you to supplement what you're learning within the course itself. So you'll find a content folder in each one of the modules. So this is additional information that will be helpful to you as you're working through and working toward the outcomes that are expected for each of the modules. So just know that each one of the modules are set up the same. So you'll see this a similar format, and taking just a step back, the format for the DNP courses are basically very structurally the same. So we did that very purposefully so that it will be easier for you to navigate between the different classes and the different instructors by having the structure of the course very much the same, but of course the content will differ quite a bit. And you'll see the style of each one of the instructors as well. So back to the modules. I'm not going to go through each and every one because there will be a module update within each module that I'll do a screencast-o-matic for each one. So you'll see that each one of the modules are listed here. And then, of course, the forum. And the forums are very much like, for those of you that shared epidemiology with me, very similar to the structure of the epidemiology forums. So what we're going to do is, the first one is just kind of a get to know you and just an overview as far as where you're coming from as a person, and sharing a favorite quote or something that's very meaningful to you in the context of the course, which of course is looking at ethics. So with the forums, most of them have different sets of questions, so you can choose which set you would like to respond to. And the structure again is very similar. You will be doing 2 responses to your classmates on 2 separate days to keep the communication flowing, and that does not limit you to just 4 comments to classmates. You can most certainly comment as much as you would like, and just as we've experienced in our epidemiology course as well, sometimes the conversations get a little tangential, and we just kind of go off on tracks, and that actually adds to the value of the conversations as well. So, with that being said, we have of course, the virtual office hours, and you can access those right here. And there's a link within the office hours and the tools that you'll have. One thing, we are not doing a group project in this particular course, and so there's not those tools for the group as there were in epidemiology. So please let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and I'll look forward to working with you in our Nursing 700 course. Thank you so much. Take care now.